Hi, so I've got Laura and Abid from Uptown International School here with me, the head of secondary PE and the head of primary PE. So I guess, can you start by telling me a little bit about maybe how you work together and facilitate programs between both secondary and primary?
Yeah, so we're quite lucky in that both schools are on the same site, so it's quite easy to kind of go across programme. We're an IB school, so we teach MYP and the PYP, so there's a nice cross between the two curriculums as well. So Abid actually teaches up a little bit of secondary and I teach down a little bit of primary, so that's quite nice that we both get to see how the other curriculum works and are hands-on in there as well. So that's a nice connection to have. And yeah, so then we just meet once a week and discuss how we can tie the two curriculums together. We have some students that go down from secondary to coach their primary students and run some sports activities and things for them as well. So it's we're well integrated together. It's like one big school. So
yeah, what is it like kind of when the secondary students come down and coach some of the primary students and help out?
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, we've had some girls from secondary come over to coach our grade 3s in basketball. And firstly, just so impressed with their knowledge, which is obviously credit to their teachers, but just it's so nice to see them acting almost as young PE teachers and, just really taking responsibility and taking ownership. There's not much that I have to do as a PE teacher to organise them. They just take care of everything themselves, and it's just fantastic. And the young kids, they really look up to these guys. It feels like they learn so much more from them than when I'm talking to them because they're almost on that same level with them.
Yeah, I mean, what are your kind of main aims when you've got them from a primary level in the sport department? What do you kind of try and instill in the young kids?
So in primary, our focus is very much giving them a really broad curriculum, giving them an experience of all the sports and really to just expose them to as many different skills as we can. And then we know that in secondary, they kind of hone in a little bit more sports specific.
Yeah, and I guess, when they do get to secondary, do you find that a lot do want to just choose one sport, or is it that they kind of want to try and play all of them for as long as they can?
We have a massive uptake of sport, and a lot of the students that are involved in sport tend to be across multiple sports. It's just, I think we've fostered quite a love for sport culture in the school, and that feeds through with how many students are involved in sport in the school. And it's amazing to see at the sports awards at the end of the year the amount of kids that have done 4, 5, 6 different sports that are coming up and being recognised for that. So they do focus and they do find their passion and their love, and they do tend to go down that route, but they still take pleasure in doing lots of different sports. So
what do you find are the sports that are most popular for your school?
Basketball seems to be quite a big thing throughout the school. We also have a Tulane Titans programme where we work with the other Tulane schools, and it's a bit of a selection process to make a combined team. So that's kind of grown and grown, and they go on sports tours internationally. So they've gone to Sweden and Poland, and they're going to the US. So they get to go on all these tours and things as well. So basketball's becoming quite a strength. Our under-19 boys finally won their league this year, so they've become the champions of Dubai, of DASA. So that was quite amazing. So that's probably, I'd say basketball was our main sport in secondary.
In primary, we've had some successes in swimming and in football. So our primary swim squad, they won their league, so they came top out of the 6 schools. And in football, our under-8s, they got to the semi-finals of the DASA competition, and our under-9s actually won their DASA competition. So it's really up and coming now with football and swimming.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I guess you mentioned a little bit of international experience there. What's the opportunity like for the kids who get to go to Europe or other countries to compete?
Oh, it's amazing because the standard's so different everywhere that you go. So they get a real mix. We're international in Dubai, so they get a mix already here, but to go and then take part in European tournaments and US tournaments is another level. So they get to see how the sport is taken to other countries, and they get to experience different cultures and things like that. And we've had such great feedback where they're coming back and they're getting to play with other kids from other Dubai schools as well with the Tulane Titans programme, and they've got a real bond across there as well. So it's nice when we go to their schools and they're all really good friends and stuff as well. So the international stuff is just completely invaluable. We can't thank it enough really for what that program's done for our kids. Yeah.
And obviously development too is you guys as teachers and coaches. So can you tell me a little bit about the teachers that you've got that you work alongside?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a whole range of experience in our department. We've got some teachers who've been PE teachers for a very long time, but also we've got some great coaches who are not PE teachers, and they from all different backgrounds. And I've one of them has just done a great job in setting up a golf program this year, which we haven't had before. So it's just really exciting to work with teachers from different backgrounds with new ideas, and always looking to innovate and try something new.
It's a hugely collaborative approach, and I think being an IB school as well, that's what we really push and drive is collaboration for the students, but also with the teachers, and just getting everybody involved, like I've said, from different departments and cross programs, and so it's a really, really great positive team. It's a good team to work in.
Yeah, and you've got the golf program that's up and running now. Are there any other programs or things that you've got in the works for this year?
Yeah, we've just started DASA tennis, so we just got involved in that. So one of our teachers, Mr. Sperling, has set that up in our school the last couple of years, and he's actually running that across the whole of DASA now. So we're excited to host those tournaments this year. We've just been involved in some volleyball, so we've entered those leagues for the first time. So there's kind of new sports coming through. That's the great thing about our students and our teachers, is whenever there's something new comes up, it's like, well, let's try it, let's give it a go. So we've got those real established sports where we compete and have for a long time, and have done a really good job. But then we've also put our hand to lots of other things as well. So yeah.
Other than golf and primary, we were also trying cricket and rounders this year, which we haven't tried before. So, but like I said, we just want to give everything a go and let our students experience as much as possible. So yeah,
no, that's a great way to do it. Yeah. Do you have any other events that you, I guess, especially looking forward to, or dates to look forward to on the calendar?
Always
Always busy.
Yeah, swim galas, netball tournaments. We've got a netball tournament this Saturday at Repton, a DASA netball tournament. Swim gala in a couple of weeks. Loads of various. We've got a Talim Elite Athletes Day, Talim Games.
And then we'll have our sports awards at the end of the year
to celebrate everything.
Yeah, to recognise everything.
Fantastic. Well, that sounds great. Thanks so much for coming in to have a chat to us at Golf Youth Sport, and really wish you all the best for the rest of the year.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thanks very much.